This story is about a little girl. She knows SHUCK is real. One particularly stark and frigid night, this very young girl, no more than 4 or 5, was struggling to sleep. Her father was away, and her mother had changed since he had gone. She seemed distant and didn't smile anymore, and became not angry but woefully tearful whenever she felt the little girl or her sister had misbehaved. Although she was only 4 or 5, the girl was sensitive enough not to want to upset her mother, and so she did her best not to push her luck or do anything that could be considered in any way naughty. So on this night, when sleep seemed constantly out of her reach, she knew that she should not get up. It wasn't that she wasn't tired, it was more that her mind just wouldn't turn off. She lay there in her little bed, staring at the shadows appearing on the walls and on the ceiling, as children tend to do. Out of the corner of her eye, she noticed a darker than dark mass over by the window, silhouetted against the moth-eaten curtain. The mass remained perfectly still. And the little girl told herself that if she didn't move, if she remained perfectly still, then nothing would happen. She was a brave child, and as I said before, mature beyond her years, but on this occasion, on this particularly stark and frigid night, she felt a creeping fear. She didn't know what was in front of the window, but she felt it leaking with evil. The air thickened. At first, she thought she was imagining it. But sure enough, the smouldering smell of ashes. The stench got stronger and stronger until she couldn't help but stifle a cough. At this, the mass by the window started, which made the little girl jump. Her breathing quickened, but the rest of the room was eerily silent. As the mass slowly shifted from what she realized was a sitting position to that of standing. The outline of a vast black dog started to move from the window towards the bed, towards her. It slipped out of sight behind her and then reappeared on the other side, silently circling, the stench getting stronger and stronger. She closed her eyes, petrified tears running down her cheeks. She held her breath. When I open my eyes, it will be gone. When I open my eyes, it will be gone. When I open my eyes, it will be gone. When she couldn't bear it any longer, she let her eyes fly wide open and took in a big breath, and there, in front of her face, 2 red eyes staring into her soul. She screamed a scream of purest terror, and as she did so, the dog turned and walked away into the night, disappearing before it reached the door, which, in turn, opened, revealing the girl's mother. "It's just a dream, sweetheart. It's just a dream." And the girl knew she shouldn't say otherwise. When she grew up, she told the story for the very first time and confessed. Her family never did find out what happened to her father.